So Alabama is most known for the players they send to the NFL. But in 2015, they had arguably, not even arguably, the most stacked coaching staff of all time. Starting off with head coach Nick Saban, who is the greatest head coach of all time at the sport. Then you had Lane Kiffin run offensive coordinator. You know, the same guy that today runs the offensive juggernaut down at Ole Miss. Bro turned Matt Corral into a Heisman candidate. And in Matt Corral's defense, he was really, really good, but you get the idea. At defensive coordinator, you have now the best coach in college football, Kirby Smart, the head coach for my illustrious, amazing Georgia Bulldogs. Sorry to the rest of the SEC, but as long as Kirby Smart is alive, you have no chance of winning, because Georgia is just that unstoppable. Next up, you have Mario Cristobal, an offensive line coach at Alabama. Now he coaches Miami, and they're looking like one of the best teams in the entire nation. Thanks to a quarterback they got from UGA, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, moving on. Next up is the one guy who probably has the biggest chance to lose his job out of everyone here. Wide receivers coach Billy Napier, currently coaching the underperforming Florida Gators. Yet he's probably not going to be around for much longer. But still, he got a head coaching job at an SEC school. You got to give the bro some credit. I honestly don't know the linebackers coach, so we're going to skip him for now. Next up, you have Mel Tucker. I believe he is, or at least was, the head coach at Michigan State, especially when they were like really, really good. You know, they had Kenneth Walker, unstoppable offense, and then you run into Ohio State and University of Michigan, and yeah, the party kind of stops. And then lastly, you have the graduate assistant, Dan freaking Lanning. Started off as a defensive coordinator for those Kirby Smart-led Georgia teams that were literally running through every team in college football from 2021 to 2022. And then Dan Lanning left and went to Oregon. They went undefeated, lost early in the playoffs, but are still a really, really good team. A lot of people thought Dan Lanning would take the Alabama job, but as he said, the grass is green in Eugene. He will be in Oregon for the long haul, which means Oregon's always going to be pretty good. Yeah, the Nick Saban coaching tree is one that is extensive. And this 2015 Alabama football team was probably the hardest coach team in all of football, and I kind of feel bad for these guys and what they probably had to go through. You have to get a mouthful from Nick Saban, then you have to get an analytical mastermind from Lane Kiffin, then you have to get another yelling session from Kirby Smart. Yeah, it probably wasn't good. But this team was amazing, and when you look at their coaching staff, well, I guess you kind of can't help to be really good when your coaches are these people.